Yeah, so ran over a gopher. My name's Josh. I'm 19. I live in Canada. And I own a 2012 Audi S4. I like to consider myself a car enthusiast. I pretty much got into cars from the current car I own now. I had a Ford F-150 before this, and I had like a Infiniti G37. Then I did some shopping around, decided I wanted to take out a loan and get a nicer vehicle. Pretty much I was looking at like Cadillacs, and I was looking at like all-wheel drive options because I wanted something that would be suitable for the winter months, because the winters can be tough around here. So yeah, I was looking for an all-wheel drive car. I wasn't gonna purchase an Audi. I wasn't gonna purchase anything German because I was like, parts are gonna be too expensive. I'm just a college student, I'm young, and I just wanted something reliable. Yeah, so I was looking at like Cadillacs. I was looking at Infiniti Q50s. They were a little bit out of my price range. I was in Calgary shopping. I ended up scheduling for 3 cars to see one day, and they all ended up falling through. So I was with my brother, and he's like, hey, do you want to go maybe take a look at a couple S4s? And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be sweet. Not intending to buy anything. Ended up looking at a couple S4s. I liked the way they looked. Obviously, I liked the engine and just the aesthetic. It had a luxury interior, which is something that I was looking for. Then it also had a sporty side, which is very, accommodates for a younger kid like me. I looked at a couple S4s. They were a little bit grungy in the sense of a couple of them had rust, and this one kid had a Borla exhaust, and you could tell he just would romp on it, and he didn't treat it very well. So I was like, hey, maybe now's not the time. I looked at 3 S4s that day. So then we ended up driving back home, which was just a 3-hour drive. We ended up deciding that I was gonna keep looking forward. And at this time I had my loan out for 3 months, but I hadn't bought anything yet. And I was just kind of eager to buy something. Fortunately, my brother had sent me a post of an S4 with a weird cover photo on it. So pretty much that was in Edmonton, so that's a 6-hour drive for me. So pretty much we scheduled it. This guy could only meet on a Friday, so I ended up just taking off school, and me and my mom and my girlfriend headed up to Edmonton, and I ended up looking at the car, and within I think it was half an hour, I decided that I wanted to purchase this S4. His car proof was unreal. No accidents. The guy before him was an older man that just drove it in the summer and parked it in the garage. And this gentleman, the only reason he was selling it was because he got a company vehicle and he didn't really need it anymore. Well, it's not that he didn't need it. He's just I have a vehicle to commute to work, so I don't really need this car anymore, and what I'm getting is more reliable. So pretty much I ended up just buying the car then, and from there is kind of history. I didn't really want to put anything into it at first because I was just more so this is a reliable car, it's fun, I don't need anything more. And then I ended up having it for a month or 2, and the guy bought it off of, he had put a K&N cooled air into it, and he had summer rims and tires, and I didn't like the rims he had, but he had brand new summer tires. So I was like, all right, I'll just buy some rims that I like, and then that's it. So I had the money to, so I decided to just put some rims on it right away. And I wasn't really planning on doing anything to it. And then during that summer, I ended up like really getting into it. Like I started like watching videos and looking into products and what you can add to it, and you know, performance and all this and that. And unfortunately I didn't have a lot of money at the time, so I didn't really do anything at all. It came around August, near the end of the summer. I had a couple bucks to spare, and I decided like, why not? Like, might as well just. I wanted my car to sound louder, so I got a Resonator Delete. That's all I could afford at the time, because I am a college student, so I'm trying to like save and afford schooling, but also pay off this car. I have a pretty good summer job and I work 2 jobs, so lots of my free time goes into this car as well. But yeah, no, I really just ended up like, okay, deciding, like really getting into it and deciding like, okay, this is what I want to do for my following year or whatever. Like I have plans for this car now, and I want to get into it. So I ended up getting various parts that I'll go over after this, and pretty much from there I decided that I really enjoyed this and that I want to do something out of it. Summer came around this year, and I created a car account, which is the same profile name as this, and I had various people text me and say, hey, I don't know you, but I think you should start doing car videos. And I kind of at first was like, nah, like that's not what I want to do. I just want to enjoy my car. I don't want to do car videos. This is just going to be too much. So then I kind of just decided this year, after I had a couple more people message me, that I have the parts, I have a nicer looking car now, I can start to do these videos and hopefully help out some of the people with installs on stuff that I didn't really know, because there's lots of videos for you know, like B8.5 Audis, which are like 2013 to 2016, so like there's tons of videos for those cars, but it was kind of hard to find videos for like the B8 Audis, like specifically. So like there was a couple installs that I had, such as like my grill, taking off my front bumper, stuff like that, that I kind of want to create videos for other people as well. And then also I want to showcase my car, because the town I live in is 60,000 people. There's not a huge European car scene here, and yeah, I just want to occupy my time with something, and I think making videos of my car, why not, right? And then also I have other aspirations for other stuff in the future, as far as like businesses go and whatnot. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of it. I guess I'll just show you my car, and then kind of how I want to do it is I want to do some sort of like, I'd like to do some video editing, although I'm not going to be good at it first. I'd like to learn a little bit, because maybe in the future have something, I don't know, some sort of, I think it'll benefit me in the future. So I just want to start trying to do some video edits and whatnot. I've never taken videography in class. Like I said, I'm just in business. I have my diploma, I'm gonna go get my degree, and I'm just, yeah, it's not a professional thing, it's just me trying something new because it interests me. So yeah, pretty much that's me. That's my story on how I got into cars and how I bought this car, and pretty much what I'm gonna do with it from here on out. Okay, so I'm just going to do a run through of what I have on my car within the past year, what I've put on from when I got it, when it was pretty much completely stock. And yeah, so I guess we'll just start at the front. In the winter, I bought this Quattro RS4 style grill. I'll put all the links of where I got all of my products from. This I just picked up off of eBay. It's the only place that I could really find it. I know there's a couple guys online that sell. So yeah, so that's my first piece, was my RS4 front grille. I picked up from Maxton Design a front lip. I want to do a video on how I mounted it, just because I couldn't find any on YouTube when I mounted mine. And then I also want to do a video of taking off my front bumper and whatnot. And then maybe also the grill install. Yeah, so I got that from Maxton Design. Yeah, so moving around to my rims. Sorry, they aren't very clean. I have Niche Misano's in matte black. They're 19 by 8.5s, I believe, with a plus 35, and I believe the factory is a plus 45. And then I just have them wrapped in Toyo Proxies, the Sport T1s, and I did the white tire lettering on them. It's starting to wear off, but yeah, so I need to redo that. Moving upward, I have carbon fiber mirrors. They were super hard to install, so I'm not going to be doing a video on it, but there's lots of videos online of how to install them anyways. I have a window brow I installed, and then I have a gloss black sticker that says Alpha. That's a little bit more personal. So you guys might be able to figure that out later on why I did that, but as of now I'm not going to touch on it. Rims and tires again. Then moving on to the back, I have from Carbon Imports, their high kick spoiler. Once again, I'll be posting the link. And then just my taillights, I just wrapped them myself with a dark gloss from just off of Amazon, and I did the cutouts and everything on them. So that's kind of my car and what I've done to it so far. I also wrapped the trim in a gloss black. Yeah, so as you can see, everything's pretty black. I have a lot that I want to do to it as well moving forward. Just going under the hood here, I just have a K&N cold air intake. Makes my supercharger whistle really loud, as you may be able to tell in the videos. Other than that, I don't really have any engine mods. I haven't done any tunes yet or anything, so that's kind of really all I have. And then I also have a Resonator Delete as well.